So, hi everyone. I was filming the video and the storage ran out, so I just had to start it again. So, I've pulled the cards for doing it a little bit differently. So, this is a weekend video with a bit extra. So, this is the Saturday the 5th and the 6th will be included in this, and that's what these two cards were. And I was just saying that basically in the early hours of Sunday morning we come into the eclipse energy. So it's a new moon in Capricorn and it's an eclipse. So, you know, to be honest with you, I find Christmas and New Year really, some of it's fun, but I do find it, I think I said fun rather than fun there, but anyway, moving on. I find it really draining from all the people in, so it takes me a long time to get my normal enthusiasm and excitement back. But if I did have that, I would be making way more of a big deal about how important this time is. So, hopefully you're watching this and you're taking it on board now, and if I upload it tonight, if this thing doesn't take forever in a day, then yeah, you'll have that information if you hadn't previously. I don't know what that bit of hair's doing. If you hadn't seen that elsewhere before. But yeah, basically eclipses are really magical, quite exciting, life-changing, fated. They can bring on fated events, really. It's and especially with the North Node and the South Node. The North Node just now is in Cancer, that motherly, very sensitive, very psychic, intuitive energy, and the South Node is in Capricorn as well. So we've got 4 planets in Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. And right now we've got the Sun and the Moon obviously in Capricorn, so it's very grounded, very practical, very realistic, like come back down to earth, slap back down to reality, back to work after the holidays kind of feeling. But Capricorn is very much like that. So, but like say, along with the seriousness of oh shit, right, okay, we're in the new year, let's get back to work kind of thing, it is a very, now it's funny, on the other video I kept wanting to say opportunistic. I don't think I'm saying that right, but you know what I mean. It's very like it's a time of opportunities coming your way. So make sure you're paying attention to the people that come into your life right now, the circumstances, the things that are offered to you, because they really are meant to be. And that can go both ways. You might get some challenging things as well, but Capricorn, newsflash, is ruled by Saturn, and that is about challenges. And how you overcome these challenges, tough lessons. It's like, when you have a Saturn return, that's always a rough ride. If you've had a Saturn return, you'll surely know about it. It's a little bit like a spiritual awakening in itself. And if you're really not so lucky, if you happen to have them at the same time, that would be really shit. I'm thinking back, I think I probably did have mine around my spiritual awakening, but hey, who knows. Anyway, Capricorn is just basically, it kicks ass. It really does mean business, so it can be quite tough on you, and so can Saturn. And I know all about that because I've got Saturn in Scorpio in my first house, and your first house is your ego, and that is how you're that is how you go through spiritual awakening. It's a death of the ego. So trust me, having the strict planet in the sign of transformation, death, rebirth, and like basic brutal honesty, it's I'm quite a toughie in that way, that I can handle quite a lot, and things have to be really 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 bad for me to feel like they're bad, so, and that's how I'm able to help other people through things that are difficult. So anyway, I'm a bit of a chatty Cathy again. Right, so the cards for this weekend, the 5th and the 6th, were alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So I really just felt that was reiterating what I'm saying about pay attention to the people, things, opportunities, ideas that come to you. I've been having a lot of divine downloads about new ideas for my work and new courses and stuff like that. Well, a lot of them are old ideas that I've had for courses that I've just stalled on implementing, but a lot of them are lots of new ideas as well that are quite exciting as well. So just really pay attention to that, because what you start right now has the potential to really last all year and grow and actually become really long term success as well. So quite exciting, because remember, Capricorn, if you don't know, is the 10th house, and the 10th house is your work. It's your hard work, it's karma, it's rules, it's boundaries as well. A lot of stuff with boundaries can come up. And the opposite sign to Capricorn is Cancer. So a lot of things to do with family, to do with like how you mother and nurture yourself, things actual to do with mothers or mother figures, or if you are a mother yourself, you know, a lot of that stuff will be coming up. Maybe perhaps you've had the transition from not being a mother to being a mother, kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. That can be a bit of an identity crisis, can't it? But it's just things to do with self-love will be big too, and how you look after yourself, how you protect your energy. Like, you know, because Capricorn's boundaries, it's like if you feel like you're spread too thin, or you're tired all the time, like, is it because you're not very good at saying no to people? Like, Cancer's notorious for not being very good at saying no, and the Capricorn energy will be like, come on, you can't do everything, you've got to be strict with your boundaries. And then, as I said that, I'm holding protection. And it says, you, your loved ones, your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So again, I feel that's about boundaries. And again, the loved ones sort of thing reminds me of the family element coming in there with the Cancer energy. And of course, the North Node, I don't know if I already said that. I said it in another video, but I'll say it again. The North Node is in Cancer. That's your destiny. And remember, like I said, this is a real time of fated moments and destiny moments come into play as well. And then the South Node, so basically the way I look at it is, all astrologers explain this differently, but the way I look at it is the North Node, when they say follow your North Star, your North Node is your destiny, it's where you're heading to. The South Node is your past and the lessons that you're learning, the lessons that you're learning and overcoming and letting go and stuff. And that is in Capricorn. So yeah, hopefully I got that right there. But also this new moon is in Capricorn, so there's a big energy of Capricorn but also Cancer, because it's always the balance of the opposite sign. So that's what's coming up for Saturday and Sunday. And because it's a very magical time, let's pull one of these cards for Sunday as well. Give us another card for the eclipse. What do we need to know about this new moon eclipse in Capricorn? Oh, and 6 is also the Lovers card, which is also harmony, so that feels important to mention as well. God. Oh, see what I mean? Like, it's almost like normally the synchronicities are that heightened with me around a full moon, but I always think an eclipse is like a new moon and a full moon, because it's about letting go and it's about basically letting go and the new. So it's like the releasing and the new coming in. Whereas normally a full moon is about releasing and new moon is about new beginnings, or an eclipse is a bit of both. And the reason I'm laughing is because I mentioned that it was on the 6, and the 6 was Lover's card, and I pulled Rose Quartz. So love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. Wow. So that really seems quite important. And then see, that's why I'm going on about it's fated moments, destiny, like things happening, and it looks like a lot of things happening around opportunities around your love life. So lucky you, whoever that is. Right, so and now to get on with enough of the excitement of the eclipse. I'm only joking. Monday's very much still, in fact Monday, Tuesday is more of when you should take the action. I wouldn't take action right on Sunday, that's up to you. Right, so Monday is the 7th, and I think Monday might still be a bit of Capricorn, but I'm pretty sure we'll be in Aquarius moon there. Again, don't quote me on that, but I'm usually roughly right. So the outdoors, Archangel Jophiel, go outside and get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Again, I feel that's just reiterating, I'm liking that word tonight, about what I said about paying attention to divine downloads, because this is saying gain new creative ideas. So I feel like when you do go out for a walk, you connect to nature, earth, because being in Capricorn season, and this energy still being very, I was going to say tainted there, but yeah, like, you know, flavoured, whatever you want to say, with the feeling of Capricorn. Capricorn's an earth sign. It's about when you get out into the, you know, and really ground yourself, you can really cement these ideas into the physical, make things happen. So I'm going to make this second card Tuesday, and then I'm going to do like Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not going to do one card for every day. So this is, oh my god. Shit. Right, loads of cards just jumped out. Wait a minute. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right, okay, I'm going to take that. I mean, they all jumped out together. So, interesting. Tuesday, like I said, to me, Tuesday is really the day that I'm if you've been planning and stuff over the weekend, and really the thing is, I didn't say this, but the new moon and an eclipse, it's really about retreating and going within. And Capricorn moons are actually very private, private moon placements that want to be at home a wee bit more and be a bit more retreated and reserved. So, and the new moon is for doing that too, it's going within, and an eclipse is definitely for doing that too, because it's about the releasing and the inviting in the new. It's like you're in that liminal weird space of a bit of both, a bit like when we were in the solstice. I think it's a bit like that. But yeah, the reason why it's quite exciting that this card's come up is it says Moon Cycles, Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalise upon these cycles. Wow, guys, I'm going extra moon geeky on you here, but I love that this card has come up for Tuesday, because it's about, if you're paying attention to what I'm saying and what other people that know about the moon and love astrology are saying, and especially about eclipses, capitalise upon this time. So this is the time to take the big actions, make the big moves with what you want to be long lasting. Whatever that may be, whether it be work, life, love life, families, whatever it is, whatever you want to be long term, it's a good time to start things roundabout Tuesday. Right, and Wednesday, chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. That's really funny, because I've always loved geometric shapes and sacred symbols and stuff, but lately I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Like, I've got all this geometric stuff in my bedroom, and I was really getting drawn to that yesterday. So it is really about, especially if you're like me and you're drawn to sacred symbols, like I know a lot of the people that I work with are drawn to stuff like that. Just keep doing that, like keep cleansing and clearing and balancing your chakras, and if you're drawn to I'm drawn to triangles quite a lot, and it's like, but like I say, definitely these geometric shapes, like, you know, you don't need to know exactly what it means, but just know it does mean something, and I feel it's another part of furthering the awakening process. So just like, hopefully you just pay attention to the number sequences that you see and any synchronicities. You don't always need to know what it means. I feel your soul knows what it means. That's the way that I look at it. So Wednesday looks like we're still very much in the magical, the new moon eclipse energy. Thursday, clairaudience, and this is interesting. I'm saying pay attention all the time, because this is saying the same, and it's also got another sacred symbol, clairaudience, and that's your clear hearing. And remember, I'm one of the people that is here to help activate your clairs, and you know, it's 100%. That's obviously why I was meant to be called Claire, and that's actually one of my courses that I've been developing for like the past year, or like not quite knowing when to put out. That's my next course that's coming out. So if you are interested in allowing me to help you activate and develop your clairs or your psychic senses, then definitely email me about on claireeverything@gmail.com about getting in on that course, because we'll be starting that very soon. So definitely get in touch if you feel like doing that. And it says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So really pay attention to what other people are saying right now, because I strongly believe that Spirit uses everyone as channels, even if those people don't even understand. It's, you know, just pay attention. How many times have you been thinking about something? Or like, a good example is actually, I mentioned a couple of days ago, oh, I loved that film when I was younger, Flight the Navigator, and then literally like the next day, Flight the Navigator came on the telly. So it's things like that. It's like, you know, I haven't seen that film in like years. Like, I'm talking like, I don't know, I can't remember watching that like any time recently in the last 10 years. So, you know, that's kind of strange. And so I thought, like, yeah, I loved that film anyway when I was younger, and it's a bit like inner child healing, I suppose, or going back to your past, the Cancer energy there. But I thought, I bet there's going to be something in this that I need to hear, and there honestly is. There 100% was, and I knew what the message was that I needed from the film. So if you know, it can be things like that. It could be a song, hearing a song at the right time, or like I say, it could be you overhear somebody else's conversation on a bus, and it was what you needed to hear. Pay attention. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Friday, Angel Therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Right, okay, not going to beat around the bush here. Right away, I was being reminded that I hadn't mentioned where the moon was, but I'm pretty sure by Friday, if then is Aquarius. Yeah, Friday will either just, I think we will still be in Pisces moon, or we've just come out of it. Oh, I've lost track now, but I'm pretty sure it will be Pisces moon. And Pisces moon, although I love Pisces moon people because they're incredibly sensitive and psychic people, I don't like being, and I don't like the experience of Pisces moon, to be honest, because it's the 12th house, and I've got 0 degrees Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house, so that's one of the many reasons it makes me so super scarily psychic, and I scare myself with that sometimes. Like, I can see right through people's bullshit, so don't even try it. And it's like, I can just feel the truth. So even when other people might be fooled by somebody being all nicey or pally, I can feel the truth of things. So it's a bit uneasy for me. So I feel when we're in Pisces moon and it's the 12th house, although it makes me very psychic, so it's brilliant for doing my sessions and everything. It's what am I trying to say? That's the thing. When I can't use the words for something, that is basically what I'm trying to say. Pisces energy, you don't need to use words. It's feeling, it's being, it's in the feminine. But and this is just me, so I'm just saying it in case people that watch me resonate with how I experience it, I find it very unsettling. And because the 12th house, although it's mystical, magical, spiritual healing, again, everything that I provide, it's also escapism, it's also your deepest fears, your secrets. So that's why I always feel a bit uneasy. It's kind of like, right, what's going to arise here, or like, what kind of fears are going to come up right now. And I do feel that happens quite a lot. So I'm wondering, with me saying that, I feel that there is going to be quite a lot coming up to purge on Friday. So I'm just saying, what date is Friday? Oh shit, that's why. Friday is, oh, here's another card for Friday. Friday is an 11 day, which is an awakening number. And like I keep saying, a lot of people are definitely awakening for the first time, so it can be a bit scary if you're suddenly having big, huge spiritual epiphanies about something, or realising the truth of a situation, or the truth of people. Perhaps it was people that you hadn't realised that were that important in your life before, and then you're suddenly like, oh my god, they are important. And it's all quite weird, you know what I mean? It's like waking up from a bit of a dream. I always like, akin, is that the right word? I always link like awakening, like waking up, to the deeper meaning of life, to the film Inception. I do think it's like that. If you've seen that, like the end of that film, it's like, what the fuck's just happened? Do you know what I mean? It's like a bad dream, a nightmare, whatever. Nothing kind of feels real, and I feel a lot, to come back to being serious again, Capricorn energy, it's a lot of people are in their dark night of the soul, and that's not funny at all. That's when it feels a lot like depression. So if you find yourself sleeping a lot, not really wanting to do things that you usually want to do, not wanting to speak to people you normally want to speak to, try not to worry too much. Things will never be the same again, to quote Mel C from the Spice Girls, but they will. Some things will go back to, I don't know about normal. I don't really like the word normal. What is normal? What's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly and all that. But it's things won't ever be the same again after your dark night of soul. But you will, certain friends that you maybe find yourself estranged from, the ones that are meant to be in your life, they will come back. They might not come back right away, or things might not go back to the same as they were before, but things will shift and evolve, and you won't be feeling this low forever. But I'm sure you know that already, but I really just wanted to explain that, because although I say it's like depression, it isn't depression. It's the only thing that I can, I'm actually being drawn on my dream catcher to the words bad dreams. So yeah, it's like a bad dream. It's like a nightmare that you're in, but you do wake up from a nightmare, and you regain your like, oh my god, you're grounded in this, and you calm down, and you're like, thank god that wasn't real. That's kind of what it's like when you come out of your dark night. So, and it looks like a lot of people are having big shifts in their awareness on Friday, and again I feel it's because of the numerology of an 11 day, and Pisces being the last sign. So what comes up next on the Saturday will be Aries moon, and I might be wrong with the moon. I might have got them slightly out of alignment, but yeah, I think will be Aries moon over the weekend. So ready, set, go. And that's brilliant. If this is funny, because if Friday is Aries moon, that would make even more sense, but I don't know. Now's the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So that's for Friday. Right, now let's do one card for Saturday and one for Sunday. So Saturday is, I'm just looking at my calendar. Saturday is the 12th, if I've written that down right. What card for the 12th? And this should be Aries Moon, if I'm doing this right. Divine oh, I love this card. Divine Magic. So yeah, I'm going to say, before I even read the words, this week, this whole week, is, if you really open your eyes, open all your clears and pay attention, like, I'm talking, magic and miracles can happen in this week if you pay attention and follow the signs. Again, that always reminds me of the line in Silver Lining Playbooks, when life hands you an opportunity and you don't reach out and grab it, it's a sin. Something like that. Pay attention. I always like to say as well that on an eclipse, pay attention to the people that sort of drift out your life as well, because it's like an eclipse doesn't take away it, basically the things that change and go away on an eclipse are meant to. So it's like an eclipse doesn't take away anything from your life that wasn't meant to be changing or evolving or moving away from your life. And then again, it doesn't also, it'll send you people that you need to. Sometimes it can be challenges that you really feel you never didn't need, but it's normally like I say, fated moments, things that were meant to happen. So extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Woo! So that's a week today, on the Saturday. So pay attention to that. And finally, on the 13th, on the Sunday, we have, so again, I'm pretty sure it's Aries Moon, still Capricorn season. And it looks like it's been a tiring week by the looks of her. Tranquility. Make time to relax. Be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. I feel like that right now. But I feel like this is really about, it's been a very exciting, magical, busy eclipse week of letting go and inviting in the new and taking action. If you were taking action, things to do with work, life, every area of life, you know, any or every or all areas, like, it's just like you're tired. And it would also make sense to me now if Sunday slightly is into the Taurus moon energy, and if not, it even makes sense to me because it would be on the Monday, I'm pretty sure. And that is very much about slowing down, sleeping, resting, eating nice food, home comforts. And like I say, and very much the senses in the body, and there, that's a mermaid in the bath there. So yeah, so altogether this looks like quite an exciting week. And the most important thing to take on board is it is a time of big change and life changing and fated moments. So definitely pay attention to what's coming your way. And I'm just going to stop this video right here, I think. But yeah, if you're interested in my course that I mentioned, mainly about the clears, but I'll be teaching about other things as well, then definitely get in touch to inquire about that. I'm not starting that right away. I think we'll start that in a few weeks. And my root chakra intensive, I'm starting that up again. I'm starting that up very soon, so definitely inquire right now. Probably quite a small group again, but you never know. I'll be posting that maybe the same time as I post this. There's always space for my, well, not always, but there's space for my one-to-one self-love and empowerment package. So that's 3 months or 6 months packages. So if you feel like you're ready to dive in and do that, book a call with me about that. Obviously the other sessions, I'm not going to list them all, but you can, just ask about it. What else did I want to say? Sure there's something. Oh yeah, that was it. So because of the eclipse, I've got eclipse specials, and I've done there's a bit of a January sale on basically there, which I probably will only keep on for this week that I'm recording for. So I'll probably only keep that on until the 13th actually. So yeah, book that now. And yeah, so that's on the Eclipse special. And also I'm doing crystal consultations. So yeah, so that's basically involves me pulling a crystal card for you and suggesting a crystal that would help you at this time, and a couple other things that are putting my own personal spin on it. So anyway, enjoy this magical eclipse new moon in Capricorn, and yeah, I'll see you next week.
See ya.